This is the gentleman we named the museum after. He kept me for 34 years before he passed away from cancer. But he was so determined when we started all this years ago of getting the plaques. Our plaques we give has been for 10 years. We've been giving them the different ones. But he always, if you see the picture and everywhere, he was always wanting to hand out the plaques. But he was a worker and a half. This gentleman here got the first volunteer plaque in the state of Virginia in '89. This here is a district umpire consultant that we had in the district, and we have the district umpires that we awarded plaques to over the years. He was Cat Stable. He was an umpire in World Series for a long time. This is my good friend, O.G. Blue Kaiser. Coached about 26 years, but he's in Little League for 46. Never had a kid. He was just a heart of gold. It was amazing what he'd done over the years. There was 3 beats, Bob, Burley, and Blue. He went to the World Series a lot, and he was really something. And this was for managers and coaches award each year. This here was for the Burley Couch Award. The Distinguished Service Award was for district officials or league officials. And when we give plaques for different ones, sometimes if we tie, we give 2. But it's really amazing. There's a couple of them still alive going down this road. I think it's Block and Lloyd, but the rest of them have been good volunteers.
Can we vote on that?
But here was the President Award, Lloyd Johnson. He had for 30-some years, and but we got his award here now. We've got about 8 of our World Series umps out of 11 or 12 that are shirts and hats and everything in here. We take and try to build pride, and it's really helped a whole lot. But this is the Block Award, and this is for World Series umps, and this is a trophy he won back in '75 that we kept from him for a long time before I loaned it to him and put it back in the case. But coming here, this here is the World Series umps from the Major Baseball since 1963. I've got 3 I still like, but we've got all the Major World Series umpires pictures. I've got a list here where the park was created and the gentlemen that made it possible in the whole county when we organized it and everything. We've got 3 certificates here: Richlands, Clinch River, and Lebanon Little League has had over 50 years of Little League service, continuous service. And that's amazing. You know, I mean, this next 14 is 75 years for Little League. Virginia did start to 49 in Fall Church. But, Fall Church. But John Pern was an umpire, and he's president the next year. This here is our Lifetime Achievement Award, named after 4 gentlemen. Between them, they've got, 2 of them's got over 50 years service in the Little League. One of them just come back from a World Series. That's how dedicated they are. One passed away after 35 years of coaching. And then Joe's the other, but and Roger's not here. But what's made it interesting on it, things are coming out of the woodwork as far as to go in the museum. Roger brought me a copy here that when he was 14, he had one of the teams in McClure Little League back in 1957. The sponsors was all women but 1 man when they started. They got 14 players and a bat boy. So I mean, you know, just things like this, you know, comes forward that's really shows what Virginia Little League's about. In here is some kids that has done real good, and like with our motto we have on the kids is, you be what you want to be. You'll leave baseball, but you'll go something else. We've got 2 coaches that played in Clinch River Little League. One of them was on my team when he was a kid. And between them right now, they've got about roughly 900 wins each. Harding and Adams. It's just amazing, you know. But it's something that we've been proud of. This is our volunteers, starting, like I said, Bill asked you in '89. We will give one there for a while, but we got so much interest, we're giving 3 now, volunteers a year. And it's just amazing, you know, what interest that we draw from showing appreciation to people, because you can keep them. These people has helped me, and Burley has been in Little League right now 30 and 40 and 50 years, and they're still involved. That's what you got to have. And I'll explain to you how it's important. Here's a guy that played Little League, and I got his picture down here in '58, here and down here in a picture with Joe Honto. Joe was a little boy like this with a Texas white pair of buck shoes and a Texas tie. But I mean, this is what this area's been, and that's what the Little League's about. But this gentleman, he played baseball at Emory, but he went into football, and he's well All-American. But he ended up coach there before he had cancer and died. But they named the stadium at Emory College after him. So I mean, you know, you can go from one part to another, but you can exceed, you know, in a lifespan of what you want to do. In here, we got our state champions. I still got to put 2 more in here. Will give us 12 state champions, but it's all in softball. We just can't touch baseball. we will, Vincent. We're trying. The only thing I know, we can have 2 divisions. Northern Virginia and Southwest Virginia deal. So we know we can do it.
We need to have 2 states, North Virginia.
Yeah. We'd have a better chance, I think.
West Virginia.
But here is the three teams that's in Bill's district: Abington, Gate City, and Bristol. And they've been over 50 years. They're not over 50. They're running about probably 55, 56, 57 now. Lebanon's about 50, 58. And if you don't believe Bill used to be a little boy, you look at this picture right here, this little old fella. He was 88. See this little short fella right there?
Oh, the 2-footer.
Yeah, that 2-footer. But I mean, he's grown a little bit, but not that much. We've got, you know, something about Little League. Little League does not, you know, we say that they don't appreciate the DA. They don't really recognize the DA as far as any awards or any honors to amount to anything. They don't. When I was on the board, that could be the least of their mind. But the DA, they takes off for granted, is what it amounts to. But, you know, it is something that, just like, this is the only award that I can remember of Gail Turner receiving. And this was at Canada?
Yeah,
I think so,
yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, pretty sure.
And I don't know of another thing that any DA in the past 40 years has ever got anything from Little League as far as what they've done.
Well, Jake,
He gets the same award too?
Or Challenger. He got
Challenger.
Well, Challenger,
Well,
yes.
you got that whatever big award at the Cow in 2000.
Yeah, that, but I'm talking about just the individual, you know, service as far as a DA, you know. This is Baker's. Of course, you know Baker sleeps all the time.
That's how you that's how you run a state tournament.
so smooth.
You know that this is really important to me. And starting here is, now here's a picture of Baker with a 1970 team in Clintonwood where he was manager. Yeah, I think, well, I don't know. He got a runner call out at third base because the coach kind of helped him, he thought. And when we played Bristol, that's how we always got. But they called him out. I'm too close to Jack. But from here on is the state officials over the years. This is what I've really been proud of, too. I'm proud of all of it, but this means a lot to me because this is what Little League in Virginia has experienced from years ago, starting John Pyron in '49. But we are at the age that the younger people is going to have to step forward and take, well, I hope we can stay for a long time. But the younger people has got to step up and make an imprint on things from that standpoint. Years ago we started the baseball nuts. We